Today's discussion is very much relevant to the genetics, and the topic is chromosome painting. We have know about the chromosome, and this chromosome is mainly present in the nucleus, and this chromosome present in chromatin form during the interphase, and the actual chromosome we have seen in the metaphase of cell division. And the painting, this one is an interesting word which is also related to the different colorization of the materials like car, house, etc., etc. And here the chromosome painting is related direct visualization of chromosome by using in situ hybridization technique. And this in situ hybridization technique can be applied in metaphase spread chromosome as well as during the interphasic condition. So the chromosome painting refers to hybridization of fluorescently labeled chromosome specific, and this can be cytological preparation. That is, it mainly depends on the cytological activities. And this term, that is painting, chromosome painting, was first introduced by Pinkel et al. In 1988. Actually, the chromosome painting mainly depends on, or we have used mainly the FISH technique, fluorescence in situ hybridization. So what is FISH? Actually, FISH or fluorescence in situ hybridization is a cytological technique. Cytological, that is, it completely based on the genetics, and cytological technique that was developed by biomedical researcher in the early of 1980, and it mainly used to detect the location of specific DNA sequence as well as absence of the specific DNA sequence. And this technique is used generally for identification of the chromosome. There are two types of hybridization technique in genetics. One is the GIS and another one is the FISH. And this FISH is used in the chromosome painting technique. Next, come to why we have used the chromosome painting. First one is the it helps in the identification of chromosomal rearrangement. Next one, it helps in the identification of chromosomal breakpoint and also determination of the extra chromosomal material, because in cell there are so many extra chromosomal materials are present which can be detected, which can be colorized, which can be visualized by the chromosome painting technique. So how the painting technique can be applied? These are the steps in the chromosome painting technique. First one is the prepare slide with metaphase chromosome. Uh, Expected, we know about the uh, preparation of metaphase plate. We generally use the onion root for the preparation of metaphase plate, and there are two different steps. First phase is the pre-fixation. Second one is the uh, slide preparation by using chemical agent like acetoarsine. And after that, after the preparation of metaphase chromosome, after that the slide dehydrated in ethanol, and then denature DNA at 70 degrees centigrade. So here the temperature is very much important, and temperature is very much significant. After that, uh, labeled probe also denature. Then whole system or whole slide incubate at 30 degrees centigrade for 4 to 16 hours for in situ hybridization, because I have already told that in case of chromosome painting, the fluorescence in situ hybridization technique is applied. So next come to the graphical representation of the diagrammatic. First one is, this is the probe DNA labeled with the fluorescence dye. This is the fluorescent dye. Next, denature and hybridize with the specific region. And how we see in the cell or in the chromosome, this is the actual visualization of chromosome. This color shows the uh, presence or absence of specific sequence, that is the chromosome painting. And it can be compared with the painting technique by an artist. So we have used a specific hybridization technique for the chromosome painting as a geneticist. Next come to the what are the advantages of chromosome painting. Otherwise, what are the advantages of use of the fluorescence in situ hybridization technique? First one, this is the rapid process. That means the FISH technique routinely used in the chromosome painting or identification and location of the specific sequence. Next is the efficiency. The FISH has high efficiency for the detection. First one is the hybridization, next the detection, and next one is the location. So when we can do a uh, uh, significant hybridization, then it can detect the specific sequence, and after that it locate the specific DNA sequence. Next one is the lots of cells can be analyzed. The FISH has a great advantage in terms of third point, that it can use or it can analyze the more cells in the meantime or simultaneously. That's why FISH is very much important or advantageous for the chromosome painting. Next is the what are the problems? We know that every event has some drawback. So in case of chromosome painting, there are also some drawback. First one is the permeabilization problem, that is mobility is a problem. Permeability, uh, that means it sometimes also not permit the fluorescent dye. Next one is the uneven cell penetration. Sometimes it penetrates into the different cell rather than the target cell. Next one is the high amount of background autofluorescence. Sometimes the high color can also be very problematic for the chromosome painting. Next, so chromosome painting is a very important part of the genetics, and from chromosome painting we can study the structural analysis or structural character of each chromosome. That's why you can analyze detail of every chromosome. Next one is the we can study the ideogram, we can study the chromosome banding pattern, and we also study the chromosomal painting technique from the different way. Next one is the helps in identification of chromosomal aberration. We know that the chromosomal aberration can be happened by different activities in terms of mutation, recombination, or the variation. There are so many activities or events that can regulate or that can abbreviate the chromosome. That's why for the identification of chromosomal aberration, it the chromosome painting is very much important. Next, helps in the studying evolutionary changes. This one is very important. If we want to study the evolutionary change, chronological change, then if we paint the chromosome sequentially, then it can reveal a clear image to front of us, and that tells about the evolutionary significance or evolutionary changes in the uh, different organism. So these are the advantage, or this is the conclusion of chromosome painting. These are the references. Next. Thank you.